Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
It's alright, man. Cool. I be going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone, I get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what.
It's week 14 of the 2026 season. And coming up, we'll see David Njoku as utter dominance has moved him within range of the single-season receiving record. It's the
of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in week 14. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, Get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Left wing 19. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Holding, offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Mixing up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Jackson now. Throw left side complete. That's more. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 23. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're done just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. The Browns at 11-1 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They run once more with Taylor. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another 1st down.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Think about this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
79 Broncos. Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Come on. Hey. Ready.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 157, moving him past Terrell Owens and into a tie with Randy Moss for 4th on the all-time list. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. These two teams all tied after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Inside handoff to Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're gone.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Jackson fighting his tight end Andrews for the Ravens. First down. From the red zone now. They'll look to throw. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He completes it to Beckham. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Ravens have moved out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here and try to tie this football game. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Buffalo 18. Go.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On the move to his left. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 158. That pushes him past Randy Moss and into 4th place all time. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 14. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
On third down, here's Eckler. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That good for 19 on a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Now Jackson on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it.
And based on my math, one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Tucker's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half with this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half. We'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And it'll be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Again, it's Taylor. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 122 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Now a give to Taylor. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And Cooper is going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. The Browns set to take over. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Holding, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out.
After review of the
so
play,
the challenge there does not go their
stand.
way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ready, break.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Forced out to his left. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Taylor trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And the Browns are going to be looking at a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback.
And he takes this one in for a Browns score. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The York on now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Good move at the 30. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Jackson. Flushed out right. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. To throw is Jackson. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Throwing, Jackson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here's Jackson. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Trap 60, trap 60.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. There he goes, left side. The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Ready. One final shot. They'll look to throw. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Ravens are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it.